Hey guys, got a hot pod here for you. You're going to love it. This is part 2 of the same recording session from episode 8 that we did with Kelly. A lot of good stories in this one, a lot of good banter. Please continue to listen and spread the word about the podcast if you really love it. Obviously, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at standingo.videos. That's where pretty much all our stuff is going. And as far as the podcast goes, make sure you're following on Spotify or wherever you're listening. Thank you and enjoy the episode.
Welcome to the Standing O podcast,
a Steve and Adam comedy project.
We know a little about most things and a lot about nothing.
You want to blast off on these Zindos?
Ooh, I'm excited about it. Can I have a sip of one?
Yeah. Would you like plum or would you like grapefruit?
I think I want grapefruit.
Yeah.
Can I smell the plum?
No. You either gotta have it or you don't.
Can he smell it?
He can smell it.
Okay. Thank you. The gnome is smelling
Yeah.
it. I can't believe I haven't named the gnome. It's probably gonna be Steve. I told Angie if we get another dog, I'm naming it Steve. Even if it's a girl, we'll name it Stevie.
It's not great.
It's not great? Let me try it.
I think part of it is that I'm still a little hungover, so that didn't sit
We
like
cut it with some Diet Coke. Be real good.
I waterfalled it. No, that's not horrendous.
No, yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, okay, the aftertaste is not great.
Aftertaste is tough.
Yeah.
That's Zinlo.
But like, it's smooth going down. It's good.
Yeah, it's smooth.
It's strong as shit. So like, you got to take that into account. That like, it's gonna taste stronger. It's gonna taste shittier probably.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of want one more sip. Is that okay?
It, yeah.
I'd love to give these a little slight review here.
Yeah.
As we're talking. So like first taste, or I guess the smell, I would say.
Yeah. Start off with the smell.
And this was called soju?
So yeah, SOJU.
I mean, it really just kind of tastes like grapefruit, like a juice almost.
Yeah, it really doesn't
it
taste
doesn't
that
taste
much like
a
alcohol.
juice. Yeah, no.
Are we sure there is alcohol in this?
Yeah. I was expecting it to be more bitter.
I missed my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
With the waterfall.
It's weird.
See,
it's not that.
I kind of like it, but the aftertaste tastes like 10 seconds, and then I'm like, eh.
And it
then
sits
I
for a
question
while. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait, and if I have a couple more drinks in me and my stomach's
Wait a second. When was it born?
The born on date?
It was 2020, so it could be old. 2020 feels like a decade
September
ago, doesn't it?
28th. Really
Oh, I
does.
remember it. I was sitting there
Doesn't feel that long ago.
pooping.
So
Well, I would
anyways,
say worth
That was
the
my
$5.
2020.
I remember it. I was sitting there pooping. Man, I feel all sorts of horrible now
Yeah.
From drinking that?
from drinking that. Yeah.
Oh, really? I just
I'm
feel
more
horrible.
hungover
How's
than
the
I want
plum?
to be.
Can I at least
I didn't
smell it?
drink
Try some
enough
of the
water
plum.
last night.
Okay, I will.
The
I'm gonna
plum-
I'm gonna continue waterfalling it, even though I spilled the last bit all
Yeah.
down the beard. It's still kind of sitting in
This
the
is a
beard.
terrible
Cold.
description.
You're gonna
of
have
it,
to.
but have you guys ever had
Ooh, the
Japanese
plum smells a
candy?
lot more prominent. A lot more prominent.
Prominent or pomegranate?
Like
Prominent
the
pomegranate?
plum is more
Prominent.
noticeable than the grapefruit was.
Prominent. Yeah,
Is that what
the
you're saying?
smell is at least.
You got to be. That was good.
Better or worse?
So the plum taste is way more overpowering than the grapefruit taste was. It tastes kind of like a plum.
I've never had a plum, but
You've never had a plum.
Whoa!
no.
Plums are phenomenal.
I like plums.
Plums
Make
are
you poop.
Plums are
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
great.
So is a prune a dried plum?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one more drink of this.
Yeah, go for it.
For a second. I'm really enjoying. We should start doing live taste tests all the
Yeah,
time.
that'll be fun.
This is fantastic.
Can I pick them out every time, but you taste them?
To any sponsor.
Camera's not on.
Where's my camera? That's
Camera wasn't on, but I was showing you Jinro.
Zinlo.
Zinro.
Jinro.
Zinlo.
That what?
Zinlo.
Is that how you say it?
Like
Yeah.
romaine.
That doesn't sound anything like lo mein.
Yeah.
Well, the L-O
Mm-hmm.
part of
Remember
it.
we drank that Will Maine stuff? That racist. It feels like it might be.
Well, shit.
You
no, it is.
Well, now it is.
We would talk on the phone when my phone calls that I
Yeah,
would make randomly.
I always remembered you would answer the same way. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I think I still do that for
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah, no, I love having I always answer with a yellow.
Uh, I've always answered with my good friend Ellie. My favorite color is yellow.
Oh, nice.
You say that?
My favorite color is yellow. That's exactly how we answer. If we call her right now, should we try
That's
it?
great. That'd be fun, yeah.
Let's try it. She's in Kansas City.
Is this how she answers or this how you answer?
This is how we both answer.
Oh, my
We'll
God.
see if she answers.
Just hang up right away if she does it.
If she does it, just go. That's great. Thank you. This is on the pod.
So she's in Kansas City right now.
Is it on speaker?
No, but it will be. And I'll put it up to the microphone, but it'll be interesting to see if she answers. So it's ringing if you can't hear. You people at home.
My favorite color is yellow.
Yes! Ellie, you are live on the podcast right now. I was just trying to tell, I was talking about how we answer the phone with my favorite color is yellow. And I am so glad you did it right there.
That is perfect.
Because we are recording.
Thank you so much for doing that for us.
I'm literally like in a whole group of people too, and I was like, it's Steve and I have to answer the phone.
You always have. Well, thanks. Enjoy Kansas City.
Thank you. They're waiting right now, and have a good rest of your podcast.
Thanks. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was fantastic.
Really enjoyable. My favorite color is yellow.
I told you. I really don't know how that started, but
that's really great. That really makes me happy.
I'm glad she was just available with the phone too.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she's in that crowd of people like, I'm sorry for what's about to happen, but I have to do
but
this.
This is how I answer the phone.
It sucks. There was one time she answered the phone at work and she didn't say it, and I was like,
"Is everything okay?
Have you been kidnapped?"
Like, Ellie, what's going on? What's going on? She's like, "Oh, I'm at work. Sorry."
My favorite color is yellow.
Well, recently I called her out because she changed her voicemail. It was always like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she changed it. Now it's like all professional.
Yeah. Yours is all professional now. You always had the wackiest voicemails in high school.
Oh, they're goofy.
That's what we were wanting to do last time. We're like,
let's talk about all the civil problems.
Let's do
civil rights
current
problems
events. Let's just talk about what are your opinions on the Stop Asian Hate Parade.
Obviously, we have to talk about it.
You guys
Take
listen
off
to
our
us.
silly hats.
We address the issues.
Can we have the 10 seconds to ourselves?
Yeah, sure.
Hello, I'm Steve. I would love to have my 10 seconds of talking because that's one of my favorite segments on this show is when we get 10 seconds to talk about anything we want. And Adam is letting me do it. And I believe that's all my time.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So you're going to have 10 seconds.
Yeah, you go first, though.
I'm Adam. This is Stand and No Podcast, episode 8.
Adam.
Thanks for listening.
Adam, you got 5 seconds left? 3 seconds.
Well, thank you for listening to
Adam, you got 1 second?
Okay.
Hey, this is Kelly, and I'm an out. This is Kelly, and you're watching the Disney Channel. There you go.
That's perfect.
That's all
That's
I got.
good.
That's all I got. That's
fine.
good. That's good.
Good stuff. Wrap it up.
So far, that's been one of my favorite segments that we've added.
Mm-hmm. I did take it out of the most recent one.
That's okay.
I mean, having these, like if this is 2 and Groupus is 2, then that puts us 8 weeks.
We don't need to record for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a quick soundbite like, hey, thanks for having me back on the pod? That way,
See,
when you do a second one.
At the end of this, I was going to record. So Groupus is going to be episode 7. Kelly's is going to be 8. Groupus' second one is going to be 9. So at the end of this, if this is going to be 2, I'm going to record an extra. All right, thanks for listening. This was episode 10 of the Stand and No Podcast,
Yeah.
And thanks for listening. This was episode 8 of the Stand and No Podcast.
You should just knock all those out at once.
Yeah, just get them all. Let's go up to 2,000.
Okay. Thank you for listening to episode 8 of the Stand and No Podcast.
Let's dub back episode 1 too. So like we'll just keep
Yeah.
Start at 1.
For synchronization.
Thank
Can
you.
we have a 0?
Syndication.
Might as well get 0 too in case we release a special
Yeah.
edition.
Thank you for listening to
The Lost Tapes.
episode 0, the Lost Tapes.
Do we have any director's
If
cuts?
you're listening to this, then we are dead.
No, I think one of the if we ever just don't have stuff, we just released a complete unedited version of like episode 1 or something. Because we still have all of there's a lot of content, out
Was
there.
the first one just you two?
No, that was with Groupus. First one ever recorded. No, the first one ever recorded was with Joe. But we knew we didn't want critically acclaimed movies first because animated movies was so like easy for people to get on board with.
Yeah.
And it gave us a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, because Joe's was tough at it.
Yeah.
Just because we were.
Anything he's involved with is going to be tough.
No, how we recorded was all fucking goofy.
Do you think he'll run this marathon?
I think it will.
So probably by this point he'll have known.
He'll for sure run a half marathon.
This should be, you should dress it up like it's a real marathon, but it's really just him. And
Yeah.
you guys plan the whole thing, and it's just like a cul-de-sac.
We can start working on like fake like registration forms.
Yeah.
And tell him that we're raising money for him.
Uh-huh.
And you guys
But
should
really,
give
we're
him-
just gonna pay him to do
You know how
this.
you get like the
Yeah,
what
no,
are those
I
called?
the number things,
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
paste on or not
Yeah.
paste on, clip on. And it should just be number 1. And
No,
that's
they
the only-
See, no, I was-
tattoo that on you.
Wow.
And
I
if
was
they're wearing
thinking-
a shirt,
That
they
sounds
cut
painful.
the shirt around it so it looks like it's taped on.
You know what I think about a lot is, I think it was your brother Steve got in a car accident wearing his Michael Jordan jersey.
Yeah,
They
and
had
had
to
to
cut
cut it
his
off
jersey.
him.
He's like, oh no, not my jersey.
Yeah.
He's like dying.
It was like his favorite jersey. He apparently wore it like daily. Because he lived in Chicago too during the 90s.
You said Chicago. Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
Chicago.
Chicago?
I like saying Chicago.
Get some hacks hacky.
Some hacks hacky.
Mm.
Get yourself a wham beer.
You know who Matthew Kachuk's favorite NHL player is?
No.
Patrick Kane. So, let's go Hawks, baby.
What are you gonna do? You know.
Hey, we had our time.
They making the playoffs?
They probably aren't. They
Blues
were
are-
for a
Blues
while.
are in like a last.
Oh, did you
playoff
look at
spot
any of
right now.
the over unders? We never talked about that. Or
Did you
the
send them to me?
no, I didn't. I forgot to send them to
So
you.
that might have been the issue there, yeah. Why I hadn't looked
Nah.
at them.
That's what Adam calls little boys over unders.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
It's like a reach
There's
around,
nothing.
maybe? I don't
There's
know.
nothing there. It just came to my brain. There's no joke. There's no link. There's no nothing. It just came to my brain.
There's some sort of connection.
Nope.
I don't think there is.
Nope.
There's nothing. I'm sorry.
There's nothing.
I've just been informed.
I've just been. So I get my hair cut at Sports Clips. Yeah, it's called Sports Clips or Sport Clips.
I think it's
I know what you're
sport
talking about.
clips.
Yeah.
You ever get
Sarah,
like
Sports Clips or Sport Clips?
also is it Pet Smart or Pet Smart?
See, I've wondered that forever.
So this is actually interesting because
sport clips.
on
Okay.
their logo, Pet is all in red and
And
Smart
Smart.
is all in blue. But there is an apostrophe to claim pets like ownership.
The Pet
Possessive.
Smart. Yeah, the Mart belonging to the pets.
Pet
That's-
Smart? Is it the
that's
Pet Smart or Pet
That's
Smart?
the pets.
So it's pronounced usually like Pet Smart, you know, like
I'm not
Pet
hearing-
Smart.
Not hearing a distinction between the two. Pet Smart.
Pet Smart is I feel like how
Can
it's
you
usually
make the
pronounced.
distinction more obvious?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm going to PetSmart today to
Smart
pick
Pets
up
Shop.
some food
PetSmart.
for my dog. That was a sentence.
Okay.
You were welcome.
Yes, it was. So anyway, I get my haircut at Sport Clips, and as I am actually doing things that different with my hair, that's not just like a 4 all over, like 3 and 4, you know, like, you know, I now like take note of like who's cutting my hair, and so far the best person cutting my hair is this girl Sadie, and she's done a good job. So I keep going back to her.
Watch out, Sarah.
Sarah,
But it's
Sarah, are you okay with Sadie?
No, it's also a problem.
I want to name our future kid after her, so I don't.
Not
Wow.
after her. I
We
said
struck a
Sadie's
nerve.
great name.
We struck a
I,
nerve.
I wanted to name Chloe Sadie, because I think Sadie is just a good name.
There's a deep track here.
But
All
yeah,
right,
there's
okay.
also,
We're gonna have you switch sport clip locations because
But
you're
the
getting
problem
you're
is-
getting attached, Adam.
The
It's
problem
pretty
that I'm
clear.
also now going to bring up is that she is fairly attractive, but that's not why I'm there. So I feel like
Adam,
such a
this is
creep.
Adam,
your
you are
fourth haircut
once
in
you've
the
dug
past
the
week.
hole, stop digging.
I feel because you can request, and I
Yeah.
request, and the first few times doing it, I get my. I know.
Is it too deep?
I get my hair cut once every like 3 months, so I'm like, she doesn't
Well,
remember
take a
me.
different way home, man.
Though I'm like, the first few times I'm like, there's no way she remembers me, so she thinks I'm just requesting her because she's attractive, and I'm name dropping Sarah constantly during it, and I'm like, you do a great job cutting my hair. I'm here for the haircut, but I just feel like she just thinks I'm just a creep.
You're
and I'm just
overcompensating.
like, I know, 100%. I'm overthinking it and everything, and it's a problem, and I don't like it, and yeah, I'm really not a fan.
I'm sorry about that.
But she does a great job cutting my hair. Which
Why doesn't your hair look any better?
that's really upsetting.
Just kidding. It looks
The
really
last
good.
two
You
people.
look cute, Uncle Adam.
You look cute in your little outfit. That was we were getting ready for like homecoming or coronation.
Oh, what a good story
and
that was.
all of my nephews were around, and they were pretty little at the time.
Give some
and-
backstory about how me and Groupus were around your nephews.
Yeah, Groupus and Steve would get my nephews to like be mean to me and shit, which is a really funny thing to do.
Seems like they would do that
And
to your
like
high school
I come out,
classmates as well.
I come out, just to everyone. And I'm like doing my tie, I got the button-up shirt on, and they and Steve's like, "Who thinks Uncle Adam looks stupid?" And they're like, "Yeah." And little Alex is such a fucking sweet kid, and he's like, "Uncle Adam, I think you look cute in your little outfit." And I'm like,
It was the greatest
I'm
thing
like,
I've ever
thanks,
heard.
Alex. He's also the same one that it was like, I think David was off in college and I was in high school, and the nephews were like, "Is Uncle David not here?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "I wish Uncle David was here." And then Alex goes, but guys, Uncle Adam's still here. We still have Uncle Adam." And I'm like, "Thanks, Alex. You can tell I needed that." I'm like,
Do you remember?
"Thanks."
Can you like elaborate on the story when Groupus had them
Yeah.
hide all of your video games?
Yeah, Groupus also said it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Uncle Adam said you guys can have a bunch of his video games, but he's probably gonna forget. So for now, just hide him, and then
So
you
they
can go
hid
get him
them
later.
all.
It was weeks.
In like separate places.
Yeah,
Yes.
like throughout
like
the
a
house.
scavenger hunt.
Yeah,
Like
they
an
were
Easter
hidden
egg hunt.
all over the place.
And Adam's
It was-
house.
it
Adam's
was
parents'
like-
house has a lot of place to hide things.
Yeah,
We play hide and go
I
seek
know.
in there.
I'm planning Camp David, and I'm mentally picturing where I need to hide
Yeah.
idols.
You know, I've never been to Camp David. I'm always
yeah.
busy.
You've been busy every time, and you're busy again this year. So that's
Sorry, I'm a busy guy.
we should
I,
just like borrow some equipment to set up a video confessional,
yeah. So I am gonna
like an 8-hour.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
So I am
8-hour
gonna
video.
be
Pass around a
on-
GoPro too.
If we can get a GoPro, that'd be.
Hell yeah.
That's why I asked if I could use the phone gimbal
Yeah,
thing you have, but you said that they probably need it for like something that weekend because you're not bringing it to the thing. You were saying you didn't think I could have it for whatever reason. There's something
it was
going on.
works.
Yeah.
Do you remember the very first
But we should buy one.
vote?
Yeah.
we
They're not
did?
that much.
No, yeah.
We had the table faced so the person would show their vote.
Yeah. And
So,
Otter
like,
showed like Lydia.
Otter showed a vote, and like everyone sitting over here could see who he voted for if he just looked over, and he voted for Lydia. And I remember Lydia going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. No. And we're like, just turn it around.
yeah.
Go on.
Go the other way.
side. We're
So he's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
showing up his vote like they do in Survivor. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you watch Survivor.
It would be phenomenal if we could like video this day like good.
No, yeah, that's
It
what
would
I
be
wanted
really
to do,
cool.
and it stinks they're gonna be gone. I'm still gonna
Wait,
get
when
it.
is it?
May 15th.
Oh, I just have a wedding.
Yeah, I'm
And
still
so does
gonna.
I was gonna say like my friend Bennett can do it, but
Yeah.
he's got a wedding too.
I'm still gonna have my little phone tripod, and I'm still gonna set up some stuff and do my best for the day, especially after I get voted out. And so there's gonna be a silver lining for if I get voted
You
out.
want to split one of those things?
When the phone,
Mhm.
I've been even thinking of me just paying for it on my own, because then I can just have it at
Yeah,
all
that's
times.
fine.
You know,
I
because
They're
you said they're only like $300,
there's even cheaper ones than that are
Mhm.
pretty good.
and they're fucking cool. I
They're awesome.
really like them.
There is there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can
Yeah.
get. I just paid so much money for camera shit last week, and
Mhm.
like I got microphones, memory cards, and a really cheap fisheye lens. Which is-
You got a fisheye lens in high school, and I
yeah,
remember
but I
you
got
trying
new
to.
cameras and I sold.
I remember you trying to explain it to me, and like, you were super excited about it, and I did not see the appeal.
So now I got I got a
Fisheye.
crazier one, and this is like way more. So if I was sitting right here and I was holding the camera, that
Mhm.
camera right there, this close to it, it would get like this
That's awesome.
much.
Yeah,
And
it's
Do
it
you
is
think
sweet.
fisheye lenses are synonymous with skateboarding videos?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
absolutely think
They
they
are, yeah. They just look cinematic. They're sweet.
you can kind of skateboard.
I know. I mean, I was never very good. I could ollie. And
Well,
almost,
watch me ollie.
almost pop shove it.
You guys can talk about Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
That's
God,
right.
we almost forgot.
do you want to play after this?
Absolutely.
Oh, fuck yes.
So
I would love
that
to
is
How'd
play.
the video
first
go?
game.
They just played Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
That was the first game I think I've 100% beaten. I've gotten all the challenges
on the new one.
on the new one.
Oh, yeah.
Collected all skate.
I'm still on.
got all
I'm
the
still on
six
the
scores.
first one. I'm still on the first
man,
one.
you
But
gotta get those
I take my
numbers
time.
up.
I play a lot of PGA.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a
I
fun
play a
game,
lot
too.
of
I played
PGA.
Steve Palace's.
I made a new one.
Wow.
Stevigan Islands.
Stevigan's Island.
Stevigan's Island.
Yeah.
No, it's Stevigan Islands.
Oh, really?
It's Stevigan Islands. I don't know why.
But no, yeah. You and Groupus played there the other day, right before I left.
The second the podcast ended,
Mhm.
we were just like, well, let's play Stevigan Islands. Okay, not let's. I said that.
Yeah, you wanted to,
Yeah,
and
that's
Groupus stayed, and then like the there was a controller issue, and then like the PS4 had to be reset or something, or the whole big thing.
Whole bunch of things.
But yeah,
Back
I
to
was
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I know. I was
Oh.
like, you got it's
Unbelievable.
Diving into Tony Hawk?
So, the way you've created golf courses, have you ever created a park?
On the old ones.
Ah.
And it was on PlayStation 2 when I used to do it, and it was on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
What are
that
you
was the
playing
one.
on? What console?
Xbox, but
No.
it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the one that just came
On
out.
the first Xbox on 360?
Xbox One.
Oh,
I'm
so
on-
they remade them for that or something?
Yeah, they
I
just
got
came
you.
out.
They
That's
just
cool.
remastered them.
That's dope.
It's unreal.
I'm playing on PS4, and I'm on the Downhill Jam. I'm on
Yeah.
Downhill Jam right now.
Great course.
And very fun. But there's some tough parts about it. And
You always clip the rail.
I am learning right now about like really, really keeping your combo going for
That's the
like
key.
significant
The
lengths.
key is you got to do like a special trick to get your.
I got a
your
260,000 point trick the other
Dude,
day.
my roommate got like almost 1 million. I think he got 1 million combo.
Holy shit.
We have gotten
That's only a couple tricks past what I did.
absolutely
Because, like,
unreal at Tony Hawk.
I love it. I would love to.
Have you ever
play.
gone online and tried to play someone?
No.
You'll get
I just
demolished.
got PlayStation Plus.
You get annihilated. It's
I
embarrassing.
just got PlayStation Plus like last week, 2 weeks
Okay,
ago,
yeah.
and that's when I made Steven Islands because
That's fun that you got PlayStation Plus though. There's
I don't really play much. But
the
That's just like the live, right?
yeah, but also they give out like they do free games every month, like
Right.
Fall Guys with a free
Yeah.
game.
Is Fall Guys ever coming to Xbox?
Eventually, but it's not on their like top of their priority list. If
They
that.
just got MLB The Show,
And,
which I am
what it's fun
very
about.
There's
excited
nothing
about.
better than MLB
Yeah.
The Show. I love that game. I would say I play less than 5 hours of video games every month.
Yeah, you don't play a lot of video games,
No.
and when you do, it's never you've
Obscure
never
ones.
played besides NHL. You've never really been into a game that I am also into,
No,
and I play a ton of.
I've
video games.
I've always been into sports games.
Yeah, it's always
Always.
just sports games. You're the same way
I love
pretty much.
sports games.
Uncharted.
Yeah, you
I
liked
went through-
Uncharted.
I've got the final or the full collection of them on PS4.
Yeah.
And I've beat them all, and I love them.
Yeah,
That's
those
the
are great
only thing
games.
I've ever done that for.
The only like
And
shooter.
Lego Star Wars.
I think I have a lot of nerdy tendencies, but I think my biggest one is I love creating a roster. So like franchise modes
Yeah.
Oh.
and just building a team is
No,
the
yeah,
most
all
fun you
through
can have.
all through college.
I don't even
you
care about
always
playing the
had-
games.
I have
I'll
a-
just do a
I have a
fantasy
good
draft.
story
You and
about one of
Grupus
those.
always,
Yeah.
or yet not you and Grupus, you and Joe always had like
Yeah.
teams going on.
There was a few times where I would just come home and Joe would be in my room playing my PS4, and I was just like, it's company, you know.
What's your game that you would always like,
Madden.
choose? Madden.
I got like 10 years deep in Madden.
I have a good story about. This is what I'll keep it brief, but it was NCAA MVP baseball 2006.
Mhm.
I won 24 national championships. 24. I played this game for like 6 years.
That's
the same one.
that's
I
great.
built a park. I was the Texas Longhorns. I built a park that was outrageously ridiculous because you can build your own
Yeah,
stadium now.
and there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of
And it
designing
was-
options, I bet.
Absolutely bonkers.
That's great.
And every single player was there for like
Mhm.
12 years at a time because then eventually they would like force them to graduate. But you can just, when they're seniors,
You
you
were
can
there
go,
for 12 years.
because you can go in and
Just
move them
their
back to a
age.
freshman.
Yeah.
You can just, when they're a senior, you can just change them to freshman. And you edit the players to where they're all 100%.
Yeah.
So like, if I wanted to simulate like a couple weeks at a time, I would. And like, I'd win like 24-2, 11-0, and like it was the easiest thing ever. But when I played, it was kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 24 national championships,
There was,
absolute dynasty. They were all just named after my friends. My mom had a player. It was awesome.
Didn't on Joe's Wii? Didn't like all of his brothers and dad like have Mii's on there?
Yeah, I think so, and we'd play as them sometimes.
Yeah.
Joe's
I thought
Wii
you were
was
gonna say
unreal.
wiener.
Joe's Wiener, yeah, all of his family members are tattooed on there. You can only see his one brother when he's soft.
Remember when we played at
That's
that?
why I had that weird look on my face. He said Joe's Wii, and I was just like, I didn't know.
You
where
remember when we played that the 7-game series
At
in
baseball?
baseball?
Yeah.
Both of our elbows hurt like the next day. Everyone went out to the bars for whatever reason, and we stayed in and played a 7-game series of Wii baseball, and it was the shit.
And the Wii
I love
Sports,
Wii baseball.
Yeah.
you can like either when you're pitching, you can have like a full rotation, and it'll be
Or you
like
can just
a
kinda like-
60 mile an hour, or you can just hit it like that, like a real like whip.
That's
It's like a
kind of the
98.
way to do it. I've
Yeah.
noticed.
What I found out was I think Adam was behind me when we were
Yeah,
playing.
so you'd like
So
kind of
I'd hide my
how
pitch,
fast you whip
and maybe
it.
I'd like whip it like this, and then I'd have like a huge
Oh, I
rotation, so
like
he
that.
thinks it would be like a
Maybe
slow
we should
pitch.
build like a
like a bit of a
cardboard-
privacy type thing.
Mhm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
I had more fun trying to disguise it, but
Yeah.
that's a good idea too.
Did I ever tell you guys about the game that we invented in college, Switchball?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I've seen the video on
Did we
it,
put it on the
yeah.
pod?
No, we've never talked about it.
Should
on
I
the
talk
pod.
about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Because it was this game. So we would hang a net that was about 5 feet tall, just out of like this little net that I had, and we'd put like a string there. And
The net was short. You'd hang it 5 feet high. 5 feet off the ground, but it didn't go all the way to the floor, did it?
What are you
No.
talking about?
No.
I didn't think
No,
the
it
net
was
was
just
that
like
big.
a- it was
Yeah,
like
the
this
net
little-
was
Sounds
like
like you're out of your element.
It's-
Here.
It was
strip.
just like this little strip
Yeah.
net. That was all it was.
I'm just for the
And-
listeners painting a picture.
Yeah, okay.
Not a 5-foot net across your
Yeah,
room.
no,
Yeah.
no, yeah, just a little strip. But
So
it was
you got a 5-foot net.
almost think of it like a badminton net, but a little bit smaller,
Okay,
a little bit skinnier.
but it was hung high.
Yeah,
Okay,
about 5 feet tall.
got
It was
Yeah.
it was hung about 5 feet, and it was played with a ping pong and a ping pong ball, but 2 people on each team and only 1 paddle per team. And after every hit,
You'd
you had to change paddles.
You have
Or
to hand
pass-
it to your
pass
teammate.
the
So you
paddle.
played.
That's why it's called
You played.
switchball.
And
Yeah,
there's,
you play
and
doubles
there's
with
no
one paddle.
hitting it down. You have to hit the
Hit it
ball
up.
up at all times. So like it gives you time to pass the paddle.
Right.
And it was one of the coolest games. Like
Yeah.
there was one time it was called Unofficial. You guys know Unofficial, like
Like St. Patrick's Day
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Illinois.
yeah. And at Eastern it was like the biggest weekend of the year.
Mhm.
And I had a small bedroom at this apartment that we were living in, and there was like probably 15 or 20 people watching us play this game in this tiny bedroom. And we played for like the entire day. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. No.
Kelly, you got anything else you want to bring up?
I did want to clear the record about Binny's and Total Wine.
Okay,
one more
yeah,
time.
yeah, I'd
'Cause
love
we,
to.
we started talking about that, but then went off the rails. But it was good conversation. So
That was like an hour and a half ago.
yeah. So on the last podcast, I believe you said I was like a big Binny's fan, which is that your thoughts?
I think so. Yeah. Well, you're not the biggest Binny's fan, but you're the biggest one we know.
So. I
How's
don't even
that?
think I'm a big Binny's fan. I think what happened was, first of all, they're the sponsor for the Blackhawks.
So much tension in here. It's very uncomfortable.
palpable.
The dog's exhaling very loudly.
So they're the sponsor for the Blackhawks,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I think I just started doing those Snapchats.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, you understand where I got that opinion from? No,
I made
didn't
this-
make up. He had the Snapchat character.
Binny,
That was
the guy
Binny.
who ran the store, Binny. And he started off, and he would just have like these
I didn't know
crazy.
this.
Yeah.
It was just like me driving home from work, entertaining myself, you know.
Uh-huh.
And he started off just like having these crazy deals, and I had a crazy voice, and I'll do it in a minute
Yeah.
here. But then as this character grew, he became more and more in debt, and then he made like bad investments, and then like he lost the store, and then he was homeless
Because
and
he
his
was
knees were
crazy
broken.
Benny, you know? Yeah.
So hey, Binny.
All right, folks, you come on down to Binny's Beverage Depot where all beer is 100% off if your name starts with an S, okay? Again, that is all people whose names start with an S, 100% off all alcohol, and this is for the entire month of February, okay? So come on down to Crazy Binny's, and we'll hook you up.
Binny, do you wear boxers or briefs?
You know, Binny himself, he's a big boxer guy. Sometimes you gotta mix it up with a little bit of briefs, but you know, you keep it interesting, you know?
So you understand why I might have thought you were a Benny's fan.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why.
I'm
I
like,
still
for
don't
you
see
to
it, Al.
develop that character, I'm like, he must really love Benny. And I had no idea what Benny's Beverage Depot was.
Yeah, you didn't even know, and you thought his name was Benny.
Yeah, and I thought he was just some shithole liquor store, and the fact that it's actually like a big
big
like
chain.
a big place.
And that's another thing I wanted to bring up too is so there's Binny's Beverage Depot, but there's another liquor store right by my house called Garfield's, and they're Garfield's Beverage Warehouse. So I go there.
Is it that big?
I mean, no, it's not as big as Binny's, but
There's one over here called Randall's.
You talked
is
about
phenomenal.
it. Randall.
Randall.
Randall from
So, yeah.
Monsters Inc., right?
Yeah.
Opened it?
Yeah, he opened it. He's had a long journey.
Right after the
is he
movie.
the lizard guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
uh-huh.
a bad guy.
He was always up to no good. I bet
He
they
was.
have bad policies over there.
Nah. Yeah. I've never been to Randall, so we should go there sometime. And then we should go to Garfield's.
What are we doing this
next time.
afternoon?
We
We
might.
can hit up Garfield's and Randall's.
Yeah, we
Just about 5 hours away.
Is there Garfield's down here?
No, so I said 5 hours away.
I already had a thought of what
Try
I
to keep
wanted
up here,
say.
Cal. Try to keep up.
Thank you for listening to episode 10 of the Stand and No podcast.
This is only the 7th episode. He's lying.
You know, I got a better one. Thank you for listening to episode 9 of Groupus. Would you give me a second to talk since Groupus is here?
Yes. Yeah, that's Groupus.
Sorry, Groupus interrupted me. Thank you for
Groupus,
listening
you
to
asshole.
Groupus isn't here. We recorded this after.
I'm chiseled.
Also, Groupus of the douche. Always talking about how chiseled he is. It's a classic Groupus move. All right, thanks for listening to episode 9. Take it easy, nerds.
We appreciate it.
That was really funny. You're going, I'm chiseled.
All right, do you want me to say
look, I'm Groupus. I'm chiseled.
Do you want me to say like thanks for having me back?
Yeah.
episode 10.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly, glad you could join us.
Good to be back, back.
What were you on?
You sound like a chiropractor.
Last
Good
time.
to be a chiropractor.
No,
If you
because
are.
you said the word back.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
They
Just
deal with
wasn't very
backs.
funny.
Last time you were here, it was episode 8, right?
Yeah, that was
And-
so long ago.
Now
You're making the trip.
we
from
haven't even
Chicago.
gotten to talk about the recent presidential assassination that happened.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
also the
yeah.
entire state of Ohio blew up.
Plus Goldfish the snack, they went under.
Yeah.
And they had to sell everything.
Yeah, they were making them out of real gold.
I made
Horrible
$1.5 million selling 64 goldfish to a second grader last week.
It's crazy that a second grader
A lot to
had
talk about
1.45
since
Yeah, I
to
mean-
talk
million
about
dollars.
since we recorded episode 8.
Shit has really hit the fan, some would say, I guess.
All right, well, now we're recording episode 10 at a completely different time and place. And a lot's changed. And it's also crazy that Stan and O just got its 1 millionth follower.
And the gnome shortage has gotten to critical
I know.
mass
There
point.
are bodies in the streets
Yes.
over this gnome shortage.
Steve the Gnome
The Norm
has now been
shortage.
put into a lockbox at Western National Bank.
There
Oh,
are eyes on him
Lockbox number
constantly.
I can say no. I can say no more. I can say no more. Kelly.
That's all. That's all. All good bits.